People in glass houses. Part, I don't know what. You'll recall that the Trump campaign wanted to attack Hillary Clinton for supposedly having the position that there should be no tax, that we should raise taxes on the middle class. Now, I personally feel that we probably should raise some taxes on the middle class, but let's put that aside for a moment. The Trump people either doctored a tape or just sped it up in such a way so that Clinton said we won't, or that we aren't going to raise taxes on the middle class, and it became we are going to raise taxes on the middle class. Well, that's one thing, but to go to Detroit and to objectify the city and then talk about injecting things into its into bodies of people in Detroit, that is just beyond the pale. Here is Donald Trump during his so-called economic speech. I don't know what this has to do with economics.
Our lower business tax will also end job-killing corporate inversions and cause trillions in new dollars and wealth to come pouring into our country. And, by the way, into cities like right here in Detroit.
Now, why would...
And, by the way, into cities like right here in Detroit.
Why would you stuff all of that money into titties in Detroit? I just don't understand the theory behind that. That's all he's
Stimulus.
Just
Ooh,
sticking.
you gonna let him get away with that?
Well, that's the thing.
Very indulgent of Matt.
I was explaining to Kelly like why I never interrupt Matt is because he just drops one word in there. There's not enough time. If I could have gotten him before he said stim, I would have interrupted him at that point.
Stimulus.
Honestly,
Stimulus.
I just don't
Nixon
get it.
Tapes. Laughing. He likes it. He thinks
But
that
Donald
was a
Trump
win.
talking about titties seems really inappropriate. I mean, at least in that context.
It's
The other
been a
thing-
tough couple of weeks.
Is it too much to ask that they just spend like 25 minutes with him teaching him some of the basics of teleprompter technique? You look here to the left or to the right. Then you look here to the left. You don't just stay on the left for 5 minutes and then shift over to the right. And when you shift over to the right, you don't move your whole body. You don't take a couple of steps and walk towards it. Come on.
What was great?
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.